Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Horror Movie Reviews. I used to be absolutely terrified of horror films. I never wanted to watch them, so I haven't seen a lot. But now I absolutely love them, so I'm just watching them all in one go. So why not do reviews about them? Entertainment and content. Two birds, one stone. So each one will be featuring 3 movies, and today we're going to be talking about The Shining, Dead Silence, and The Blair Witch Project. We'll start with The Shining. That little boy with his little devil finger, and like the whole scene where he's just saying red rum over and over again. I'm like, what does it mean? Why are you saying that? The amount of times I've heard that over the years, it's just murder backwards. I don't know, that kid's got shifty eyes and he does a mind reading thing and I don't know. I don't trust him, don't like him. I wasn't a fan of the wife. I don't know what her name is in the film or in real life. Future me will tell you. All her lines just felt really forced and there was no truth behind what she was saying. She just had no power. Even when she got angry or she was shouting, it was very high pitched and up here head voice. Like, it needs to be like, from your diaphragm. I don't know, I think it was just the actor in me just wanting her to be better. And also, most of the time she's just running about and screaming. And she's running about with no knife safety. Like, you're going to stab yourself, love. Do you want to calm down? It's a very psychological horror because there's no proper, like, demons or anything like that. There's a lot of things that happen that you can't tell whether it's, like, in his head or a flashback. I don't know, there was a lot of like plot holes for me. I might need to watch it again to fill them because there was a lot of different things going on. But I did really like the story and I feel like I want to go and read the book now because I love Stephen King stories. I still haven't got through it though, and that's a huge book. I struggle with the reading. I don't think I've seen many Jack Nicholson films, so I don't really know what he's like as an actor, but he had a lot of energy in this. And his angry energy was very good. And he played this kind of disturbing character very well. But I don't know what he's like as a person to compare that with. There's quite a few scenes that take place in like a big hedge maze. I hate mazes. I'm not claustrophobic, but mazes kind of bring that on me because you're trapped. I don't know, those scenes made me feel really tense, and quite rightly because they were really tense. But I didn't like it. The whole thing had quite a tense atmosphere. I think that was mostly down to the score. It just gave it a proper ominous atmosphere, and it was, I don't know, kind of put you on edge and you didn't know what was going to happen next. I wasn't a huge fan of the film, mostly because some of the performances were a bit bad. I was a big fan of the story though, and Jack Nicholson's character was quite good as well. So I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Now on to Dead Silence. Before we even start the review, every horror film that I watch, I will look up the Parents Guide on IMDb to see how scary it is. Mostly to determine whether I need to watch it in the daytime or it's okay to watch it after dark. I wasn't expecting to find something so funny in the Parents Guide. So as soon as I opened it, this came up. Ring is belling. Right, that kind of thing happens when you talk. I didn't know it happened in writing. That scene is within like a few minutes of the film starting, so I was already in stitches. But I genuinely, after I read that, I laughed for an hour, hysterically. I think I might have been quite tired. And the ring is belling because the Jimmy Carr looking demon doll's being delivered. This is the kind of horror film that I really like because it kicks in instantly. There's no slow burn, there's no build up to it. It's boom, horror, murder, let's go. The whole thing is about ventriloquist dolls, which are really creepy looking anyway. This doll is constantly looking at you, breaking the fourth wall, doing some like Deadpool shizzle. It could be like sat here and then slowly its eyes will just... And no. And my reaction to that was, I think the fudge nut. Obviously that wasn't the exact words that I used, but that's the child-friendly version of it. It's so intense throughout. And there's some really, really cool shots. There's like... Oh, I can't even describe it. There's like a shot where it like zooms out and it transitions into like someone's eye and then it zooms out from the eye. Like, James Wan blows me away with his filmmaking. What a legend. But he makes films that like give me nightmares. Right, no spoilers, but that ending was so clever that I have now nicknamed him in capital letters, not these exact words, but James Motherfudging Wan. Because I was shook to the very core of my very being. That was a really good film. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I think there was like a tiny bit of something missing. I don't know what it was, but it was very, very good. So it's definitely a 9. Maybe a 9.5, but we won't get into decimals. And finally, The Blair Witch Project. People are going to hate me for this, but I really didn't like this film. I found it really, really boring. The thing is, I've spoken before about movies about boats and things. I get quite seasick, but I also get really motion sick when the camera's being moved a lot. It just made me feel really sick, so I had to like switch off from it and just kind of listen to what was going on. So I might have missed bits that were interesting, but it just visually, I couldn't watch it. The girl in it is really irritating. So that kind of put me off from the beginning because her voice was really grating on my nerves. And then there were so many points where people were talking over each other. I'm like, right, one voice at a time, please. I don't know, it just wasn't really my kind of thing. And I appreciate that some people really love it and it was really groundbreaking when it was released because it hadn't really been done before. But like watching it for the first time 21 years after it was released, it just feels a bit dated and I don't know, it just didn't grip me. I wasn't a fan. Maybe if they held the camera slightly more still, I would have enjoyed it more. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 3. Because it wasn't awful. Like, the story was good. And I liked the idea of it, but it was kind of unwatchable for me. So that was my first episode of horror movie reviews. Second episode will include Psycho, Scream and Leprechaun. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye.